Hello Taurus, welcome to my table. My name is Toni and this is the Taurus Weekly Tarot Forecast for the week of March 12th through the 18th, 2021. However, anytime that you are here is exactly when you are intended to be here because time is limitless. Hi, welcome back to my returning subscribers and hello to you if you are new here. I'm so glad that you found me. Like I said, my name is Toni. So before we get started, if you are a new visitor, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It means so much to me if you're enjoying this content. And also, if you want to book a reading with me, make sure you check out the link to my Etsy shop below. All decks that we use are also linked below in the description. Okie dokie. So are y'all ready? Let's get it going. Let's go ahead and clear and set our table. I am pretty sure I'm going to have to make a mess is what I'm going to have to do apparently. Taurus. All right, looks like this is probably the last time I can use this piece of Palo Santo before I burn myself. So let's make it count. Let's do this. We create a sacred container where we welcome and invite in our energies as well as welcoming in our higher selves. We invite to join us Christed consciousness, and we command our sovereignties over this time, dimension, space, and place. We disinvite and disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christed consciousness. And we clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. And I'm going to clear, bless, protect, activate, and fully align all of my chakras and energetic auric grid systems. Beautiful. All right. Headphone users, please turn down the volume on your headphones just a teeny tiny bit for me so that we can set the tone for this reading. Here we go. Ooh, there you are, Taurus. Caught that energy. And lastly, let's set our intentions for this reading by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We invite in our angels, ancestors, guardians, God's Spirit. We invite in the guardians of the four corners, Mother of the Earth, Father of the sky. Sacred ones, we welcome you. We ask that you please help us to understand and to interpret these messages as we receive them to the best of our understanding. Thank you. All right, Taurus, are y'all ready? Let's see what's happening with you this week. So Taurus, tomorrow is the new moon in Pisces. So this is a super good weekend, I should say, to work on manifestation. This is a very good weekend to get out there on Saturday night and make a list of things you want to manifest. And it's not even just making a list of things you want to manifest. It's like writing I am so grateful that I'm so successful, or I appreciate that I make X amount of money a month, or I'm so thankful that I'm healthy. Just things like that. Like you want to write what you want to manifest, but you want to write it in present tense and you want to state, like you want to attach an emotion to it, how it makes you feel. When you write it like that and you write it all down under the full moon and then just literally take it and put it somewhere, and every day for the next month, read it to yourself. Just like read it and just once a day, read it and see what happens. Moon magic, baby. Speaking of the moon, let's start with the Moonology Oracle. Headphone users, before every deck I shuffle, I will show you the deck and then I'm going to pray over the deck. While I am praying, turn down your volume because I shuffle very loudly. All right? So here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God's Spirit. What messages do we have for Taurus this week? What does Taurus most need to know in whatever time, date, place, or space they are watching this reading? What does Taurus need to know about the energies they are working with from March 12th through the 18th, 2021? Thank you. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God's Spirit. What does Taurus most need to know about this week? All right, 2 cards. Taurus, you've got the full moon in Scorpio and the new moon in Aries. So that's some very interesting water, fire energy going on with you being an earth sign. But we've got, it's time to release negativity and it's time to take action. So this is a very interesting because usually during the full moon is when we release, you release whatever it is you're holding on to. But this is the moon about Pisces. This is the new moon in Pisces. Pisces is the sign of diving deep, and getting into those emotions and getting to really look at those shadow sides of yourself and get to know those, subconscious things that we keep hidden even from ourselves, like shining a light on it and getting to see what all it is. So it says this is the time to take action and it's time to release negativity. So this, like I said, would be a great weekend to not only work on manifesting and make a list of the, attributes or the things you want to manifest and why and how they make you feel in the present tense, okay? But also, this could be a very good weekend for you, specifically Taurus, to focus on releasing that negativity, and just because it could be that these things that you want to manifest, the reason that you're not going to be able to is because there's some kind of negative energetic block that you're holding on to that's keeping you from getting it. So this is definitely a great weekend to, before you work on your manifesting, sitting out in the light of that moon, or if it's too cold where you live, sitting inside, where you see the moon, getting in alignment, getting centered, and then release the negativity. Call in Archangel Michael to cut, with his sword to cut the cords of attachment. Ground down, release, 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 release. Then work on that manifestation. All right, Taurus? All right, so let's look at the tarot and see what it says for you. We're going to look at the Dolly Tarot. Here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. What messages do we have for Taurus this week? What does Taurus most need to know in whatever time, date, place, or space they are watching this? What are the energies coming forward towards Taurus for the week of March 12th through, I've been saying it wrong the whole time, March 12th through the 18th, 2021. A little chalkboard right there with all the dates written on it. And I can't always read my own handwriting. Should have been a doctor. That's how bad my handwriting is. All right, here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. What are the energies Taurus is working with currently? Tell me about the current collective energies Taurus. Y'all, really? That's a lot of cards. All right. Nice. We've got the Four of Wands. We've got Judgment. We've got the Page of Swords. I have gotten this card a ton in the previous readings this week. The Four of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So Taurus, you've got a whole lot of energy you're dealing with right now. You're sitting at a crossroads. You're trying to decide, there's a new path ahead of you, and you're trying to decide which path to take that's going to be the successful path, it feels like right now. It feels like, that Robert Frost poem, two roads diverged in the woods, and I just took the one less path traveled, or something like that. I can't remember, but you got a new path in front of you. Page of Swords, okay, Judgment, and you're trying to decide Four of Wands, which one is going to be the successful path to take. The way to find the answer to this is going to be by getting into alignment with yourself and listening to your higher self path, because your higher self knows the path, and that's why it's telling you it's time to take action and to release negativity. You got to get to release that negativity. You got to let go of whatever you're holding on to right now that's not serving you. Even subconsciously, you don't even know you're holding on to. Let it go, let it heal, okay? And then the path that you need to take will become very evident to you. Knight of Wands. Look at him, like he's riding to the path to his destiny, okay? So once we have healed and we have released this, it's interesting because Judgment is the card of sitting at the crossroads. Like I said, this is that new path, Page of Swords. The Judgment, I even said, once we've released this fear, anxiety, judgment, it could be that you're holding on to some judgment. That's the negativity that you need to release. But when you do, the path that is most successful will become abundantly clear. There will be no question about which is the path forward, okay? All right, what are our obstacles ahead of Taurus this week? What are the obstacles ahead of Taurus this week? Well, you're leaving something behind. Let's count. Make sure I'm counting right. Yes, six. Six of Swords. And the Hermit. Interesting. So the obstacle is yourself this week, Taurus. And it's about choosing how much are you really willing to look at yourself and to look honestly at yourself, savagely at yourself, brutally honest at yourself, and cut it out and leave behind the things that don't serve you anymore. It's interesting. My wrist hurts all of a sudden. Sorry. Ow. You caught my wrist. There's you right there, Hermit, Taurus. So you are your own obstacle this week, but you've got to choose, what do you want to leave behind? The Six of Swords. What is it that Four of Swords needs healing, that is keeping you from that you're holding on to? What negativity? Could be judgment, fear, anxiety, worry, you know, whatever that is, whatever it is you're holding on to, you got to let go of it. Six of Swords. And that way, because if you don't let go of it, your higher self can't tell you what's best. Okay. The Hermit. So what is the final outcome? Actually, let me slide everything down just a wee bit here. Since you got so many cards on top, it's kind of throwing off my layout just a bit. There we go. All right, what is the final outcome for Taurus this week? What is the final outcome? What are the future energies moving towards Taurus right now? What are the future energies moving towards Taurus? Hang on, there we go, right now. Make sure I'm showing that in the right direction. Yes, which way does this go? Where's the signature? Oh, there it is. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. So it feels like there's new money coming in. It could be a new job offer, a new career, or it could just be a sudden influx of cash, you know? Maybe you win the lottery, Taurus. Maybe you get a raise. Maybe you go to the casino and you win big. I don't know. But it feels like what's interesting is the path that you're trying to choose. You're trying to choose this successful path, and the reason why you don't know and it's time. Like, it's time for you to choose. It's time to take action. It's time for you to choose which is the path to take. But before you do that, you need to release negativity, healing here, release that negativity so that the path can become clear. See, here it is again, like getting inside yourself, releasing negativity so that the path can become clear. Ace of Pentacles. So that this is, you know, new opportunity. So like I said, there's a new opportunity that wants to come in, that wants to make itself known, and so you know which path to take. You got to do the work before. Honestly, I feel like, I'm not sure if this has shown up yet or if it's coming this week for you. I don't want to necessarily get a timing, because with general collective, sometimes that's a little bit more tricky. Like, something for you may show up today, but the person who's watching somebody else may show up 6 months from now. So don't want to do a timing, but what I want to say is whether this path is showing up now or not, regardless, you need to be aware that this is the weekend to take action and to release negativity, to clear out blocks, so that this path can come forward. There's a new opportunity, but it's all on you, buddy. It is all on you. The Hermit and Six of Swords. There's no way around it. You got to do the work, and you can't keep running from it. Listen, Taurus, I know you don't like to do the work, but it is time. King of Wands. Look, so you go from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. He is the problem solver. He is the person who looks at the big picture, you know, and solves the problem. And that's where you're at right now. The problem is which path to take. The problem can be solved, and successfully so, very successfully so, Ace of Pentacles, when you look at yourself and figure out what it is about yourself, that these negative parts of yourself that need to be cut out and healed. All right, let's close it out with the Power Thoughts cards. All right, Taurus, let's shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for Taurus from their higher self? What does Taurus most need to hear about the energies moving towards them this week? What advice do you have from Taurus's higher self? All right, here we go. Advice to Taurus from higher self, please. Advice to Taurus from higher self. Advice to Taurus from higher self. There we go. I love this card. I love this card because it is the new moon in Pisces. And Pisces, you know, is a water sign, the two little fish. And Pisces is all about flow. And Pisces, oh, my nose is itching all of a sudden. Somebody's energy is tickling me. Woo! Woo! Somebody. What is going on with one of y'all? Pisces is all about flow, it's about learning to flow. I know a few Pisces who have had a hard time learning that lesson, but I also know some Pisces who mastered that lesson. So it's about relaxing and letting go and just going with the flow, okay? That's what this full new moon is about. It's about learning to release expectations and release negativity and go with the flow and allow the thing to come in. All right, Taurus, because look what you got. I let go of all expectations. I flow freely and lovingly with life. I love myself. I know that only good awaits me at every turn. So I flow freely and lovingly with life. And that is the message for you here, Taurus, is that you can't, it's never advised to make a major decision without coming to, before you make that decision, into alignment with your higher self. That way, the choice that you make will be divinely guided, okay? And so, I feel like the problem is that you have expectations of, one, if you stay on the path you're on, where that's headed, or two, if you take the other path, you have an expectation of what that looks like, and they're telling you, you need to let go of those expectations. Like, look how, like, it's even a sailboat sailing way. Like, let go of your expectations of what either path could look like, and just focus on you this weekend, letting go of negativity, especially regarding this situation. If there's any negative emotions regarding either path, you need to figure out where is that coming from and what can you do to heal that. And again, Taurus, I say this all the time to all the people, but how does one get in line with their higher self? How does one know they're on the right path? Feel good. Make an active effort to feel as good as possible, as often as possible. I'm not saying it's all sunshine and light and roses and unicorns and rainbow farts all the time. But what I'm saying is that you can feel what you got to feel. You can deal with shit when it comes up. But then when it's done, change the dial in your head and come back to feeling good as often as possible. Focus on things that make you feel good. Even if it has nothing to do with your, the path you're taking or somebody you love or whatever, find something that makes you feel good and find a way to think about it often. Okay? I literally just start appreciating things. This is what I do very much. When I want to feel good, I just start appreciating. I can do it right now. Like, literally, I appreciate the fact that this cup keeps my water cold forever. And I appreciate how cold that water is and how good it feels in my throat right now, because I have been talking a lot today. Speaking of talking a lot, it's time for me to sign off. The quickest way to be in alignment is to feel good. How do I feel good? I start appreciating every single thing I have. That's basically the quickest way I find to always feel good, is just to appreciate, because when I'm in appreciation mode, there is no resistance between me and the things I want. I'm not casting negative thought forms. I'm not limiting myself. I'm not blocking myself. I'm just appreciating. And so I'm vibing in the direction that I want to go. Make sense? All right. I sure hope so. Please, let's see, hang on. I wrote myself a little note here so I could remember what I wanted to say to you. If you like my content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you check out that Etsy shop if you want to get a private reading with me. The link is down below. I hope that you have a happy, healthy, and safe week, Taurus, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. I guess I didn't hit the button soon enough. Let's try it again. Y'all ready? Y'all have a good week. Love you. Bye.